This is a shot of his life.
And Retief Goosen is a U.S. Open champion.
For the fourth time in 4 decades, the U.S. Open coming to the east end of Long Island, just outside of New York City. Shinnecock Hills saw it in 2004, and what are you doing to prep it to get it ready for 2018?
Well, the club went through a restoration about 5 years ago to really bring back the vision, the strategy that William Flynn built into this golf course. And we're excited to be able to highlight those changes. A wider golf course, a bit longer, about 400 yards longer, 10 new tees were added. But what's going on right now is actually a bit of a tightening of the project that the club undertook, just to kind of bring the fairway widths into U.S. Open standards. As you know, we look at the U.S. Open as the ultimate test of golf, and accuracy is a key component. So we're going to tighten things up a little bit, but that said, it will be the widest U.S. Open we've played here in that last 4 decades.
As we walk along here on the iconic 18th, it brings to mind the ultimate test, all the different variables, including accuracy. Can you speak to that?
Really a key component to the ultimate test. There's all types of shot making that we're asking the players to demonstrate during a U.S. Open. But accuracy is certainly a key, and that's really the focus of the work that's taking place here at Shinnecock right now. And here at 18, we're looking at a fairway that was some 55 yards wide. But that's just a little too much to really be true to that ultimate test of accuracy being a key component. Now you do have the pitch of the land here, feeding away from this bunker down to the right side of the fairway. So you have to factor that in when you start to think about how tight do you want to make it. We've settled on about 42 or so, 40 yards wide for this particular fairway. Obviously very challenging finishing hole. And the real key is to make sure they can fit that tee shot in this area. That 40-yard wide is consistent with what we're after for United States Open.
And where was it, say, the width of this, the 18th, for 95 or for 2004?
Well, that's really an interesting story. In looking back at the records that we took for fairway widths in those last 3 U.S. Opens, this fairway played about 30 yards wide, wow. 32 yards wide, which, while certainly a great test of accuracy, it's not consistent with the Flynn architecture and strategy. So we tried to find a happy medium here, and we think this will achieve really the best for the U.S. Open and be true to the architecture. So I think it's just the right balance.
Spent a lot of time out here for all 3 U.S. Opens up until this one. And this green, 18, all of them, significantly larger than they were for the last 3 U.S. Opens. That obviously going back to the restoration, to the original.
His vision, it's not uncommon for greens to shrink from the time that they're first built to through the years. It just, mowing patterns change, just keeps creeping in. But now they've been restored to their original size, and it really will help us in the long run.
And it seems to also bring some features into play, like a rare back bunker on a green for a Flynn design. That now becomes more of a hazard than it was.
Yeah, for the 86, 95, and 2004 Opens, that was probably covered by rough. So you'd had to get the ball in that bunker through the air. Now we could see a ball, maybe it's played out of the rough, it's chasing, it's a little bit hot, and we can get a ball roll into that. So I think that's a neat feature that becomes perhaps more in play than just simply through the air. It's really a wonderful collaboration between what we need for the U.S. Open, what William Flynn designed, and what the members experience every day. This has really become a great example of the ultimate test.